I ain't talking about no broke business. I got money now. All I really understand is since the check came in, everybody talking like I'm really acting funny now.
Okay, I'm here for my first stock video. Super excited about this, but I do have to start off by saying no amount of degrees, licenses, referrals gives you any fiduciary responsibility from me. You should always do your own due diligence and how you want to put your money to work. So the way I kind of want to structure this video is going to go pandemic, election day, November 3rd, and the days following, because that's going to be huge for us, / government, and then stock market. So I want to make this pandemic part pretty short, and just go over the last 7-day numbers. So as you can see, these numbers were last updated October 31st by the CDC. And again, these are the numbers for the last 7 days. This last week, we've had 99,750 new cases and a little over 1,000 new deaths. Okay, so now looking here on October 25th, we had 59,712 new daily cases. To October 30th, where we had 99,784 new daily cases. Now, we've been increasing every day for that 5-day period. So I just want to emphasize that those are new cases. These are not total number of cases. These are what's changing every day. So from October 25th to October 26th to October 27th and so on. Those are those numbers that are being reported. What's jumping up every day. The numbers in Europe are growing exponentially as well. Germany and France just imposed 4-week national lockdowns for both countries, following the Czech Republic and Ireland. And I think that the US will probably be close behind them, just depending on how the numbers go after this weekend and following through Thanksgiving, just that we're so close to that, and possibly through Christmas and end of the year, we may be heading towards another national lockdown for 2021 as well. So with that being said, I can only imagine what the numbers are going to look like next week. Especially for a festive holiday such as this, everyone's partying, everyone's going out. We all been cooped up for a long time. I personally didn't go out, but I did see a lot of people that did, and I just pray that everyone is monitoring their health and monitoring the loved ones around them. So I want to wrap up the pandemic portion, move over to the election and the government. And I want to start by saying, depending on when you're watching this, I encourage you to vote, but don't only vote for the president, vote on your local government as well. That's just as important as the president. So speaking of the president, I see a lot of articles saying that a Biden win would create a huge sell-off in the market, causing the market to tank and possibly crash, just due to his new implements that new tax implements he wants to put on people who make over $400,000 a year. But this is stuff that people were saying for Trump as well, that a Trump win would create the market or cause the markets to crash, cause the markets to fall. He's not a politician. He doesn't know what he's doing. But there's also people on the other side saying that a Trump win would be great for the markets. He's a quote unquote great businessman. He's going to take our stock market to places we've never seen before. So I don't really put too much weight on who wins and what that's going to do to the market. I more so want to see what they do in year 1, year 2, and that'll really show where we're going to go for the rest of their presidency. So it's finally time to get to the good stuff, which is the stock market and possibly a few stocks that I'm looking to buy if there's a correction. So for me, I like to use S&P 500. It gives you a wider range of things. It's the 500 of the largest companies, whereas the Dow Jones or the Dow Industrial Average is only 30 of the large companies. And those are like the two top things that people talk about, the Dow versus the S&P 500. People also talk about the NASDAQ, which is the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P 500. But for me, I'm just going to talk about the S&P 500 specifically today. As you can see here, Monday, October 26th, you can see the S&P 500 started out just above 3,400 points, $3,400, same thing. And then on Friday, it had closed at 3,271. So a small drawdown, about 6.5%, 6%, which is nothing to scream and lose your mind about. To be honest, this is the perfect opportunity to get in on an index like SPY. And let me show you why I believe that this is a perfect opportunity to get in on this next correction, if you haven't already. The S&P 500 has done nothing but go up since 1926. Yes, we've had corrections and even crashes, but no matter what, it rebounds and the money comes back. You can see in the most recent years, with Bush and Obama, Trump will be after 2014, of course. But you can see that there's bumps, there's dips, it comes back. And it's never like 50 years, 60 years. It comes back relatively fast within the next presidency, no matter where you invest and no matter how much it's gone down. So if you invested at the tail end of Bush, by the end of Obama's 2 terms, you have made your money back and then some. Same thing with if you invested at the end of Clinton, that beginning part of Bush, you saw a huge drawdown in your money, but again, by the end of his term, the money was back. So I don't see either one of these presidents really causing an end to our stock market, our economy, and I just think that we shouldn't be as scared as we are going into this election. It's also a perfect opportunity to get on something like SPHD, which is something that I have equity in my own personal portfolio. It's the same thing as SPY. It tracks the S&P 500, but it has much lower volatility, so your price won't fluctuate as much. If you go to look at your Fidelity, your Webull, your Robinhood, whatever brokerage you use, you won't see as much fluctuation in price every day, and you're able to collect high dividend yield on that particular ETF. So now I've pretty much given you my opinion on everything that's going on: the pandemic, the election, what's happened this last week in the stock market. Let me give you 3 stocks that I think will continue to do well, and stocks that I have in my own personal portfolio today. Apple, one of the most cash-heavy companies in the world. You look around your house. Me personally, I have a MacBook, I have 2 iPads, I have several iPhones. Not that I'm using all of them, just upgrades and whatever else. I have around the house 2 pairs of AirPods. I done lost a pair, bought another pair. That counts, for what they consider revenue. Beats, anybody that buys Beats, I have 2 pairs of Beats. I have the big studio Beats, and I have the small workout ones. So I'm giving Apple a lot of my money. Why not buy equity in the company that I believe in, and that I love to use, and I see plenty of people using around me? Amazon will be the second company. They're extremely diverse as far as what they do. They have their Audible, they have the streaming, they have delivery, they have the actual just Amazon itself, the website. Amazon does everything. I truthfully believe in what Jeff Bezos is doing with that company and moving forward with the company and into the future. I believe they're going to be a revenue giant and a profit giant, just as Apple is. My third and final company will be Alibaba. They're kind of like a Chinese Amazon, and with China opening up their markets and allowing for more commerce, I think that Alibaba has a great source of potential customers that they can reach and get a lot of revenues coming in and create a lot of profits. And people in America use Alibaba as well for a cheap way to get mass amounts of t-shirts, hair, packaging. A lot of people go there for like little niche stuff. So finally, I want to wrap up and say thank you for getting this far. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said at the beginning of every video, I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's going to be worth it.